Welcome everybody to the TKS show. And I go by the name Simi the vocalist. I'm your host with the most, and we are at the Dungeon Production. We are hosted by the Dungeon Production. Obvious Buzu Uba my guy because Ekango Kim show all the time. He's there, guys. He's there. Hello, Kim show, and shout out to Q as well. Hi Q. I hope you are good, guys. Today we've got amazing news for you. We've got amazing oneno late sizohlala. We are going to chill, guys. You know, most one thing about us, Tina Matuke, we do not want to listen, but today Thomas Mamelen, guys. I have an excellent guy. Uputi or excellent. Agasatleki. And he's got his own look. Yambona nje creativity. Uyiphethe, uyithwele, and sifuna ubana ahlale akhuphe about what he has done and what's coming. You know, we are going to learn a lot. Let's welcome the founder of Blaque Excellence, Tyrese.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, my guy.
Yes, Sammy B.
How are you?
I'm chilling. You know, it's good to be, as I said, PE, Rebecca. You know, it's good to be home. You know, yeah, so great vibes, you know. THEKIMSHOSHOW.
Okay.
It's good to be here, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just here to answer the questions, man, you know.
All right. I am blown away,
Okay.
you know, by when I say like this hour.
Yeah.
So too. I've learned a lot, and I've like a lot. And also, when I was at home, I saw a lot. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Can you please, you know, tell us who is Tyrese?
Tyrese
Ntoni uthini, just nje usihambise kwi-wave yakho sithathe uyosibeka kule ndawo ufuna usibeka kuyo usifundise a lot.
Yeah, Tyrese Bani, you know, Sindhu, you know, born and bred in Motherwell, but I've been away from PE for more than 15 years, you know, in terms of going to Cape Town and in terms of exploring the world a little bit.
Why?
Know. I went to Cape Town for modeling. I started modeling in PE. I studied extreme models, you know, shout out to Verushka. And then from extreme models experience turned me to Mr. PE, you know, and then I entered Mr. PE, and then shout out to Mr. Hines. And then the Mr. PE experience took me to the modeling world. And then I had a choice to go to Johannesburg or go to Cape Town, and then I chose to go to Cape Town. And then I joined Boss Models, you know, which is a Boss International. And then I did a lot of campaigns, you know, and, you know, from PE to a Boss Model, you know, and doing campaigns and getting work and getting the work done. And, you know, within a year I've done so much campaigns like Cape Town Fashion Week, Samsung, U9, no, Motorola, you know, Motorola U9. I work with top models, you know, we've done like big campaigns, you know, so from day one, Cape Town was a beautiful experience in terms of modeling for a year. And then I went to university, and then within a year, my first year was Mr. University, Mr. UWC, Mr. Bush, you know. So, and then I went more into the modeling to a photography side when I joined Yanez, you know, Yanez from Top Billing.
Okay.
And then him and Paul Coutier, they had a modeling agency called Full Circle. And then I joined them at Full Circle, from Boss to Full Circle. And then Full Circle, you know, these are two young guys who are doing modeling, and they have their own modeling agency. So that inspired me as well. Like, you know, this is amazing, you know. And then they got me a job to work with Yuri Okus. You know, Yuri Okus, you know, exposed me to photography, you know. And then those two worlds, like that's photography and then that's modeling, you know, and I'm working both sides, you know. At my work, I used to be a model sometimes, as I said, I used to be behind the scenes, making sure that if we have these models today, we're gonna do yoga, it's gonna be a doctor, medical type of environment, it's gonna be like a business environment. So I used to dress up those type of environments, you know.
Wow.
So I've learned a lot. So within 2 years at university, I thought of doing something, you know. I had an edge of doing something because at university I was studying psychology, sociology, ethics, you know. So all of these things, anthropology, kind of like spark a certain mindset, you know. And I didn't know what to do. And then 2011, Jay-Z, Kanye West dropped the album called Watch the Throne. And then the idea of Blaque Excellence came from one of those songs. There's a song called Meta to Excellence, you know. So speaking about domino effect, you know, like the more we go higher to the success ladder, there's few of black people on top, like a dominoes, you know. So he said, dominoes, I spot the few blacks, the higher I go. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey. Shout out to Will Smith, you know, but we need to see a million more, you know, so we need to kick the door, the biggie flow, you know. So Blaque Excellence is opulence, it's decadence, you know, it's celebrating. So when that album came through, and with my experience at that time, modeling and then working for Yuri, working on the photography film, iStock photography, and being in Cape Town, getting paid, you know, Blaque Excellence was born.
All right.
And then we started hosting events on all of those highest, because Jay-Z and Kanye West were talking about upper echelon fashion, where we need to be the spaces, like what Zozibini is talking about. We need to take spaces, you know. So Blaque Excellence, we started taking spaces. We did our first events in Greenpoint, you know. ZAR, we did at ZAR with Kenny Kunene, you know, did more than 20 events, you know, at ZAR. So 10 years, 11 years after, maybe more than 100 events. You know, we've worked with Nadia Nakai, you know, we've worked with, we hosted Nadia Nakai twice.
I am honored today, like I am.
Nadia Nakai is amazing.
Honored today.
Shout out to Braga, man. Like, we've worked with Nadia Nakai twice. She gave, Braga, you gave Blaque Excellence. Maybe I've never said thank you, maybe I've never had said time, you know, because I lost my phone.
Can you
know?
Can you please take us through the feeling when you first met Nadia Nakai, and also describe for us the energy of, you know, Braga. I just want to feel it, like, now I've like been watching her over the TV now, like I feel like, yeah,
it's funny, man. Like, first I just want to say shout out to Braga, and then shout out to my main boy, you know, Biggie. You know, he's a DJ in Cape Town, you know. He hosted Nadia Nakai, and then he called me like, yo, bro, let's do this, you know. Shout out to my main man. So when we had to go fetch Nadia Nakai for our event, she was at CPUT. So that means we need to drive to CPUT as Blaque Excellence. So it was me and James. Shout out to James, and then James owns Lekker Vegan. Right. If you had 4 ways at Lekker Vegan Johannesburg, you know, shout out to James, you know, he owns Lekker Vegan. If you see Lekker Vegan, that's his franchise. So we drove we drove to CPUT, you know, big body Audi, you know, like Blaque Excellence. We're here to fetch Nadia, you know. But when we get there, CPUT, we got there, and it's CPUT and it's Nadia Nakai, exactly what you're saying, you know. So when we got there, like, the presence was crazy. Like, I had to chill, you know, like, I left people in the club, like, waiting for Nadia. But Nadia is here, she's doing what she has to do, you know. And then the presence, the love, the respect, the atmosphere, I had to chill, man. I had to watch her, I had to wait, I had to relax, you know. I had to chill pill, you know. But it was a very beautiful, swift exchange, you know, because when she was done, she came through, we got access to her, we watched her perform, you know, and then we walked. But it was like close to Beyonce, to be honest. Like, you know, you're not just, you know, you felt it, and because she was here, and then I had to walk to the car, and her management, the lady, and then it was just like, yeah, us on the car, and then we played it. I think I played a Jay-Z album.
Okay.
You know, so it was crazy. It was beautiful. It was amazing. You know,
Okay.
and then they went to the hotel, changed, we wait for them. And then we drove to the club, and
What?
then when we got to the club, all my filmmakers were waiting, and then she walked into the club, you know, shout out to Blaque Social House, you know, the owner is Giorgio is an Italian owner, and Mala is a beautiful lady from Barbados, you know, like the club, it's like a beautiful big club with trees inside, you know. And the Queen was celebrated that, you know, and then she did what she had to do. She was celebrated. It was beautiful. And then 2 weeks after, she called me, and then we did the yacht experience, you know. But the weather was not good, but we did the yacht experience, you know. So I feel like I really want to work with her again. And then the last time I saw her, it was at Nostra, you know, at the 1 year celebration with Nostra. So I was in Joburg, and I was involved with Moti, the vape, you know, so Nostra was celebrating, so AKA was there. I love AKA, rest in peace to AKA, man.
Shout out, man, shout out.
He's a dope guy, you know, dope icon, you know, legacy, you know. So Uncle Waffles was there, everybody was there that day, you know, so we were part of Moti, the vape, you know, so I was a creative director for Moti, so that's how I met him. And that's how I saw Nadia the last time, you know. So after all of these things, I would really love to bring her to PE or Cape Town and to work more. So as I said, it's been a vibe, yeah. She's the queen, she's the boss, yeah.
As you were speaking, you know, telling us about Nadia Nakai, you mentioned chill a lot.
Yeah.
What made you to like chill?
Yeah, because we the type of guys, when we walk, we automatically, you know, people can feel our energy because that's what we bring to the culture. You know, we bring a certain energy, you know, fashion, music, lifestyle, you know, hip hop. We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Working with Nadia, she brings hip hop into the table, you know, so it's part of the whole culture because hip hop is the biggest thing after the Bible or the Quran. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and then if students or Blaque Excellence or CPUT is part of working with Nadia Nakai, and also when you're meeting her, you get exactly and more what you're expecting, you know, especially as a creativity, you know, it gives you a chill because you booked her, or you're trying to work with her, or you're trying your best to level up with her. And then when you get into her level, she is the level and more. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, that's the beauty, man. That's what I've learned from her. That's what I've learned from me taking a chill pill. That, you know, one day I'm gonna work with Jay-Z. So when I work with Jay-Z, I need to have a chill pill. With all of these experiences, so that's it. Nadia was in CPUT, so that means we need to walk, take her away, so you can imagine people following her, you know, the love, getting into the car. It's celebrity. She's like a celebrity.
Also, I feel like us as young creatives, we are going to learn a lot. Like,
and
we need to take a chill pill.
We need to chill, man.
We need to take a chill pill. Because one thing about us is that the vision, man, brings us want to rush.
Yeah,
you get it. You get it. So you guys are an inspiration, and we get to learn a lot from you. I saw on your biography that you are founder of Blaque Excellence. Can you please take us through Blaque Excellence and the experience as a whole of Blaque Excellence?
Yeah.
The highs and lows of Blaque Excellence.
Yeah. Oh wow, I think it's a great question. First of all, Blaque Excellence is a spiritual realm. You know, when you hear Metro FM, it says Metro FM is where you at. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like when you're listening to the radio station, they got it right because that's where you're at. You know, because the music, the broadcasting, it's on excellence. I grew up on Metro FM. I feel like they've curated good music all over the years. They've done well, you know. But ever since I've been Blaque Excellence, I've been a competition because, as I said, that's my blueprint, and I started a black print, which is Blaque Excellence. So, as I said, it's where you're at. It's a spiritual realm. It's where you're at because I was at that time. I was in UWC. I was a creative. I was a model. I was a student at UWC. I was studying, you know. So I was part of the culture of South Africa's best at that time, you know. So Blaque Excellence is a platform for creatives,
Okay.
you know, fashion, music, actors, you know, technology, to exercise their platform, you know. So we created that for almost 12 years, since Jay-Z, Kanye West dropped the album, you know. So you can find Blaque Excellence, you know, on that Watch the Throne.
Okay, okay, okay. I see that you've got a lot of tattoos, which is you're a storyteller in a way,
Yeah.
and I feel like you like to not hold your thoughts.
Yes,
Talk
yes.
about how you feel, you know. Whether again, if people like do not want to hear you, you are going to write about it
Yes,
in
yes.
your body. So can you please take us through the whole creativity?
The whole creativity.
Yeah.
So on Instagram, right? Shapeshift102, you know. Shout out to Rico Sonifu, you know, that's my tattoo artist, you know, and yeah. So basically, as I said, you know, like in life, you revolve. I lost my dad at age of 13.
Oh.
And then I became like 14, 15, 16, went to the gym, listening to hip hop, you know. So I got my first tattoo as a panther, you know, and another one, like my life is like a panther. And now
Okay.
I've got maybe more than 20 tattoos on my back, on my front, everywhere, you know. So it's a story because when you're a young man, you know, you need to relate to another fatherhood type of person or your grandfather or whoever. So if your father is absent, you know. So my father passed away. So music became my life. You know, shout out to Jay-Z, shout out to R. Kelly, shout out to Joe Thomas, shout out to Mendoza, shout
Yeah.
out to Zola, shout out to Tandy Somazwai, Bongo Muffin, shout out to, you know, TKZ, you know.
Whoa.
Shout out to Mdu, shout out to Black Coffee, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Nas, Wu-Tang, you know. Shout out to all of these guys, you know. They make music. That's why I'm also part of the DJ scene. So tattoos have became my way of expressing because I'm not a politician. I love creativity. I don't like talking too much because I've been in creativity. So I'd rather do events or do tattoos, you know, because that's where I share my thoughts, you know. So if my body canvas is done, you know, so I don't know what to do next if it's done. But I've got Jay-Z tattoo, you know, as you can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a Jay-Z
Why
tattoo.
Jay-Z? Because you've been mentioning Jay-Z. I feel like you're a fan of Jay-Z.
I don't know if you want me to.
Jay-Z, guys, my family, please. I mention Jay-Z and tell Jay-Z that Tyrese, we fan of Jay-Z, guys.
Yeah.
For once.
Yeah. And,
You know?
and this is his basketball team.
Okay.
And then this is his company, Rock Nation.
Okay.
That Ciacolis is under Rock Nation. And this is the Duce. This is his alcohol brand on my face. And my rap name is Savali Mahova. You know, he's Hova, I'm Mahova.
Okay.
You know, so Jay-Z is a big influence. And then this album, this tattoo is the first album he has ever done. First album he has ever released, which is Reasonable Doubt. So when you look at Jay-Z now, and then you go back to the first album, it's crazy because first album he has talked about these things long time ago. You know, I feel like that was a very great album, you know, so that's why I did that tattoo. Actually, I wanted to do the Blaque album, you know, because the Blaque album is another album that I feel like when you talk about top 5 of Jay-Z's album, Reasonable Doubt is there. Jay-Z think he's got 13, 15 albums, but I'm giving you the top 5 now. So imagine how hard is that, you know?
Yeah.
So my top 5, I feel like Reasonable Doubt. That's why I use Reasonable Doubt. It's the first, and you know, it's like a Quran, it's like a Bible.
Oh, okay.
It's Reasonable Doubt. Is the Blaque album. It's the Blueprint. It's Watch the Throne. It's the Best of Both Worlds, you know. So that's my top 5, but there's definitely a lot that I didn't mention, and there's a lot of people are going to be mad at me.
Okay.
But let's just top up our top 5. You know.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right, all right.
Shout out to Jay Ho.
Yo, I am blown away,
Yeah.
blown away. And today you decided to dress us, you know. Can you please take us to every pattern from this garment? What were you feeling? Emotions, inspiration out of this? What made you to actually say, no, look, I'm going to stick to fashion?
Yeah.
And what have you learned from fashion?
From fashion, man. Okay, firstly, let me just say thank you to Alaj, you know, DX, you know. He's the guy who makes these things, you know, he's a designer, you know. So ever since we collaborated, I think before COVID, like maybe 2018, 2019, you know, on my events, you know, with Mali South, when he was under Mali South, you know, in Long Street. So I used to do these fashion events. So they used to bring their garments, things like this, you know, like that. So when we collaborated and I did more tattoos, I didn't need like a full-on t-shirt. I needed to cut like this way. I needed shorts, you know, so that's why he made these shorts. But there's a top like this as well, and you know, so everything that I'm wearing, you know, it's been like my collaboration with me and him. You know, how I think. As I said, Sintu is my initiation name. You know, so
Okay.
it's Sintu. So everything that the pattern and everything is based on the Blaque Excellence diversity in South Africa. Because if you talk about South Africa, it's like there's no identity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So as South Africans, I feel like people need to start wearing Sintu wear. So,
Okay.
so if it looks good and then you guys love it,
Yeah.
the way we're wearing today, and then they can just
And make it more fashionable, you know.
they can get
because-
it on TKS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, we are going to get this Kimsho show. Baninzi, our subscribers, the Kimsho gang, will definitely want your things, you know.
Yeah,
Guys, also, we will put the link so that you get to follow Blaque Excellence and get your, you know, your swag.
I think TKS, as I said, TKS will be the distribution, man. You know, as
Yeah.
I said, I'm here as for intentional collaboration. You know, so. As I said, like Blaque Excellence is a platform for creatives. So I don't want to be talking about Blaque Excellence. I want everybody, if they want a jacket, they're gonna get from TKS, you know. As you know, TKS himself, you know, the man behind is a designer, you know. So this is also intentional, a good, a healthy, competitive collaboration, because we will bring the Sintu wear from Cape Town with a different designer, and then he's gonna bring his wear. And then whoever wants to be fresh, you know, like the Outcast, you know, so fresh, so clean, you know, this December 2023, as you know, that we might bring Dream Month's Cup on the 24th of December. Actually, we do have Dream Month's Cup. It's just a matter of which club, which venue, you know, so it's up to PE Kabecha, you know, who wants to see Dream Month's Cup, you know, so as they're celebrating 20 years of hip hop, as you know that hip hop internationally, we're celebrating 50 years. You know, they've been at Back to the City in Johannesburg, 2023. You know, so they were part of the headliners. You know, so Blaque Excellence, TKS. You know, we're gonna show you all of these things. So for me, I'm just happy from being from PE for after 15 years, and to be here and sit down and to say like, this is what I do and this is what we're gonna do, because Blaque Excellence is all about solutions. I don't want to sit down here, bore you what I did. Look what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now, I'm in the presence of the queen, you know? You know, so, and the more fire. Shout out to DJ Smooth. So shout out to the guys behind. So for me, that's what it is.
Okay. Yo, kuningi guys. Kuningi from Mr Tyrese. Ndiyabona that unxibe unje, which is nyani you are into ukusupporta black like culture and whatnot.
Yeah.
As most of you back up at PE.
Yeah. I'm back in PE. Tebecha. I'm here chilling, you know.
So
with the THEKIMSHOSHOW, man. Yeah.
Okay. So apha egqibaka sathanda ngithi nakubakingi sathanda ukhe sisicare izinto. Let's play a game. Fila kanjani?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Now we are going to play Smash or Pass. And I saw that
Smash or Pass.
So we are going to mention amakama amakhulu because I don't think do you know some female rappers currently that are PE?
PE, female rappers in PE. Oh my goodness! I just came back, guys.
So okay, we are okay, fine.
But
in
SA,
exactly like here at the Kimsho show, we are playing it big.
Yeah, in SA, I know in SA,
okay.
But I can't say specifically in PE. I can't. Yeah, I don't wanna. Yeah.
Okay, but okay.
But there's Nomuzi, who's Nomuzi, and who else that I know who's a rapper, and Nadia Nakai, and who else?
Amifaku, do you know Amifaku?
Oh, Amifaku, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I will start with Nadia Nakai because you've been mentioning Nadia Nakai many times. Smash or Pass?
Of course, like, you know, like Nadia, she's like, yeah, she's amazing, man. Nadia is amazing, definitely, like, you know.
Why do you feeling I saw some on them that say, why did he? Why? I'm still young for this. Why is this about some children?
Nadia, you know, Nadia. I think any guy who will sit down and they'll be asked the same question if you will smash Nadia or not. And if you're sitting down and you say you won't smash Nadia, nigga, like, I think there's a problem with you.
Bonang.
Definitely, I'll smash, like, as I said, like, Bonang, you know, who, like, I grew up, like, Bonang is levels. She's like Naomi Campbell, like, yeah, like, she's levels. Just for the, yeah. Like, yeah. Fuck.
Trina. Do you know Trina?
Trina from the States.
Yeah.
No, I won't smash Trina.
Why?
I won't smash Trina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Zozibini.
Zozibini Tunzi. Great question. I think I'll have a child with Tina. I think I'll have a child with her. I think, you know, yeah, Zozibini is like, she's the queen.
Tyler.
She's the Tyler. I will work with Tyler. I won't smash Tyler. I will work with Tyler.
Okay.
Shout out to Cool Drinks, one of my friends from Cape Town. You know, I think he has worked with Kyla. They got a song with Tyler. Yeah, so I think I will work with Tyler.